Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I have a cool video today. We're going to be doing the oil change on the Toyota Supra. Now, before I get into doing the actual oil change, we have to go get the oil, and I just made a bunch of calls around. I should have seen this coming with how the world is these days. I should have seen it coming that I wasn't going to be able to get the Toyota Supra oil from any Toyota dealership anywhere near where I'm from. They're all in back order, like all across the nation. So if you're watching this and you don't have to do your Toyota Supra oil change yet, order the oil ahead of time because I'm at the point where I need to get it done. The first oil change, the break-in period is over, and I can't find the Toyota Supra oil. So unfortunately, the only solution that's available for me is to go directly through BMW. Since that Toyota Supra 3-liter is the B58 from BMW, I called around and I can use BMW grade 0W20, and it's the same stuff as the Supra oil. Now, I would prefer to have the Supra oil just because, I don't know, that's just who I am. I'd prefer to have the stuff that is like made for it, but it's technically the same stuff. So I'm going to the BMW dealership in Nashua, New Hampshire, which is kind of close to where I live. They have some available, and hopefully I can get the oil filter too. But yeah, time to do an oil change. GR Supra, let's get going. Always got to be in sport mode. Now, the Supra has been awesome. The only video I've made so far that the Supra has been in is when I picked up the Supra. I've had it for about one damn seatbelt, and I've had it for almost exactly 1 month. But anyway, Supra's awesome. It's quick, it's nimble, it's fun to drive. It makes all the right noises. It's definitely fast. But yeah, so I'm just headed to the BMW dealership. Like I said, hopefully they have the oil. I called ahead of time and they said that they did. Fingers crossed that that's actually true because I do need to get this oil change done today. So I'll see you at the dealership. Alrighty, so here at the BMW dealership in Nashua, New Hampshire. A lot of nice cars around here. Not gonna lie. I'm wondering if they have any M3s here, like M4s. I'm gonna go in, see if I can get the oil. They said they have plenty, so... And maybe I'll even take a look around and see if they have any cool cars and maybe take a video. I don't really know what's going on, but I'll catch you later. All right, so we got the oil from the BMW dealership. There it is right there. Beautiful BMW packaging. Always keep your paperwork. We got 7 quarts, oil filter. I did talk to somebody here briefly. She said that they had a used M3 and a used M4, but I went and saw the M3. It was 2008, so nothing super crazy. Think probably just gonna head back and do the oil change real quick. So I'll see you at home. All right, so we're back in the driveway, about to do the oil change. I did have to wait a little while because you're not really supposed to do oil changes right when you get back from a long drive because the oil will be extremely, extremely hot. So I waited probably an hour. The sun's gone down a tiny bit more, but basically it should be not too hot. So what I'm gonna do is just pop the hood real quick. So for those of you that don't know, the hood release is on the driver's side next to your footrest in the footwell. You gotta pull it twice, as it says, twice. And that should open up the hood. It's a clamshell hood, for those of you who haven't opened up your hood yet, which means it goes completely over the fenders on both sides. Just gonna lift this puppy up. And step 1 is remove. Ooh, she hot. First step is removing this engine cover. And this literally just pulls up like this. You wanna kind of put this somewhere where it's not gonna get wrecked. So like right on top of our Nova here. And here we have the B58. You can remove this, let the air flow through the system. And when you're jacking the car up, you'll notice on the Supras, there is a little arrow right here. See a little arrow? That means that is the place where the jack point is. All right, so I've really had to jack the car up a decent amount to be able to get it to where I can actually fit a jack stand underneath one of these control arm mounts. But I think I have it right there. So it's gonna be, the weight's gonna be being put right on the suspension, which is one of these control arms. So I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna just let it down really slow and then check. All right, so it's being rested on this jack stand. It's a 3-ton, so it should be good. And this comes undone by just rotating counterclockwise, I believe. Then it pops out. And then underneath here, you have a 17mm. So again, you know, keep all your pieces together so you don't lose anything. Like I said earlier, I had to get the BMW. No Toyota dealerships had these. Again, it's 7 quarts, so you want to make sure whichever catch you're using has room for 7 quarts. This definitely will fit 7 quarts. Always make sure your little oil catch thing is open. 17mm right here. So the oil coming out of here might be kind of hot depending on when the last time you drove it was, so you just want to be careful. So there we go, oil's coming out. Whoa. Why is it spraying? Alright, so now you just want to let it drizzle for a little bit. Make sure all the oil comes out. That was crazy. Did you see? It was like splashing out everywhere. Like I've never seen that before. It was like flowing and then all of a sudden it started splashing. It was really kind of weird. So there's some oil dripping out still, very slowly. So obviously at this point most of the oil has flowed out, so I'm going to replace that big oil canister with this small one so that I can be a little bit more mobile down there with what I need to do. So on your Supra from the factory, it's going to come with this. This is a 17 millimeter drain plug, and it's also going to have this little crush ring. If you don't catch this, it sometimes can stay stuck up against the oil pan, and what can happen is if you don't grab this and replace it, what'll end up happening is you'll have two crush rings, and then crush rings don't necessarily seal up against each other very well. So if you don't grab this crush ring and replace it, you're not gonna have a great seal against your oil drain, and then you might just be losing oil on the road, and you won't know until it's kind of too late. So make sure you get rid of this crush ring and replace it with a new one. Now, hopefully in this oil filter from BMW, which is for the B58, hopefully it comes with the crush ring. Let's see. Ah, look at that, the crush ring. Put this new crush ring right on there. Now with your new crush ring installed on your drain plug, you can go ahead and put that back in the same place it came out. And then we can go ahead and put our cover back on as well. I'm a little bit anal about this kind of stuff, so I'm probably going to take a microfiber cloth and some brake clean and just clean off any oil that's dripped down, but you don't have to do that. That's just because I'm anal. So then you can go ahead and put your cover back on, same way it came off. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jack this up to get this jack stand out. It should be enough. So now we're into taking out the oil filter, and the oil filter is hidden down right in here. It's kind of in a weird spot, but you do need a 1 1/4 inch socket to get that out. So I'll be right back. But I would actually recommend using a socket and not like an adjustable, because adjustable, you could scratch something if you're not being very careful. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a microfiber cloth down in here, just in case we get like any excessive drippage. It might get caught by this microfiber cloth. No, not really, no drippage. So there's the oil filter. Sometimes it comes out like this, sometimes it comes out the cap and then you have to pull the filter out yourself. Like this one came out all together. So now you're gonna just wanna take out this old oil filter, just like that. And I like to spray and clean out the inside of this old filter cap. And then you gotta make sure you take off your old O-ring. Just clean it off. Now it's nice and clean, you can see. No old gross oil. I like to put the old O-ring right in the box with all the old stuff. And then for the new O-ring, before you put this on, this is just standard practice. I've been doing this forever. My dad taught me, and my dad's dad taught him, and my dad's dad taught him, and that's just how we do it. Is before you put the O-ring on, you stick your finger in the new oil, and you just get the O-ring lubed up, and then you can put it on. And then you're gonna wanna make sure you put the O-ring side of the filter facing down in. Little hole goes into the filter. Just like this. Press it in, and now you're ready to reinsert into the block. Here's the hole. It's right on the driver's side of the engine bay. So to put this back on, just kind of goes in there. And then you can grab your tool. Now this isn't supposed to be on there so tight that Satan can't get it off. So give it a good lock. Make sure you move your microfiber cloth. And now comes for the fun time. The fun part is actually pouring the oil, the new oil, into the engine. And that is done right through your oil fill, which is right here. Go ahead and carefully remove this. Funnel in, one at a time, nice and slow. And there we go, that's 7 quarts. Put your oil cap back on. You can now put the engine cover back on. And the engine cover just snaps back into place right from which it came. All you gotta do is line up this hole with your oil fill cap, and the rest, it just presses into place. There you go. So that is the oil change on a 2022 GR Supra with the 3.0 engine, the B58. There's one more step. The last step is actually resetting the oil level and oil life in the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. After that, oil change is done. You're gonna wanna be in the vehicle, door shut. So without your foot on the brake, you're gonna wanna press the engine start stop button 3 times fast. All right, so like I said, without your foot on the brake, make sure your foot is off the brake. You're gonna press the engine start stop button right here. You're gonna press that 3 times and see what happens to the cluster. So you're gonna see all these lights come on, all these warnings. That's totally fine, totally normal. And then what you're gonna wanna do is down at the bottom left, there's this little button right here. And you're gonna press and hold that until the service options pop up. So there's the engine oil. You can also press it and go through the options. Back to the engine oil. And to reset, you hold it, and then it asks you reset, so you wanna let go, and then hold it again. And it says reset in progress. You're gonna see the little spinny spin, circle of death. There we go. So that's it. That's all you gotta do. Then you can turn the car off, open the door, get back out of the heat. And man, just from sitting in the Supra, from sitting in the sun for those, what, 2 minutes, I'm already getting kind of sweaty. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about the process, or if you had any recommendations for how I should do it in the future, feel free to let me know. I've only had the Supra about a month, and this is the first time I've done the oil change on it. So obviously there's always stuff to learn, and always better ways to do things. So if anyone has any tips or tricks, or if anyone is interested in seeing more car content coming up very soon, feel free to drop a subscription and drop a like too. Peace.